So there's been some recent buzz around Silent Hill 2 Remake, people speculating that there might be DLC content that Blooper Team will release soon or somewhere down the line. And the reason for this is a website called SteamDB. And what SteamDB is you can basically see very generalized behind the scenes updates and adjustments that the team is adding and just, configuring to Silent Hill 2 Remake. On that website, you can see that Blooper Team has added in a DLC entry, but it's very vague. It doesn't say specifically what it is, but it does tell us what's inside it. So if you want to see for yourself what this looks like, type in SteamDB, click on the website. In the search bar, type in Silent Hill. Scroll down, click on update history, scroll down a little bit more, and you can see added content, including DLC with frequent violence and gore and general mature content. Well, that says violence or gore. I think we all know what DLC has violence or gore and some mature content. Born from a Wish DLC. I'm gonna be going through what DLC content I'd like to see and what it possibly could be if it's not Born from a Wish. So with the Born from a Wish DLC, we have to expand the DLC. In the OG Silent Hill 2, the DLC was very much just a little bonus. It wasn't that in depth. It wasn't that expansive. Being able to explore more of the mansion in the Born from Wish DLC would be awesome. To have the mansion more explorable, have more rooms and more places to backtrack in Silent Hill 2. And of course, along the way, when you're backtracking and exploring the mansion, you can also have some new enemy types exclusive to Maria's campaign. Maybe those enemy types can give us some more lore to get inside Maria's head a lot more. Of course, more puzzles to do, and also more notes and journals about Ernest and the Baldwin family, and just more lore in general. It would be nice to find out what does the Baldwin mansion have to do with this town. Of course, more cutscenes and showing Maria's vulnerability. Maybe she has some dreams, some hallucinations, maybe even some unique weapons. Now, of course, some other DLC ideas, skin and outfit packs, or just skins. I have an entire list of skins that I made up myself. One is for a whole list for James, and one is a whole list for Maria. Number 1, Robbie the Rabbit full suit. In the game, you just get the helmet. You just get, the helmet. You don't really get the full body suit, and so it'd be nice if you had the head and the body, and you can just have a full body version of the mascot. Number 2 is Otherworldly James. Now this is James, but he appears corroded with rusty, decaying skin and clothing, like he's been overtaken by the nightmare. Now, of course, this is inspired by the otherworldly decay aesthetic of Silent Hill. So in Silent Hill 2, you get transported to the other world, and the other world is very decrepit, decaying, very rusted, orange, brownish, and that's what I want for James to wear. Number 3 is Classic James skin. So this is pretty much just the original PS2 model from the OG Silent Hill 2 of James, ripped straight out of that game into this modern Silent Hill 2 version. And then number 4 is Pyramid James. So it'd be a full metal body armor inspired by Pyramid Head. So you know, in the game, they give you an exclusive Pyramid Head helmet, but it's made out of pizza boxes. Now this one would be an actual full metal body armor of Pyramid Head. Of course, it'd be inspired, so it'd be quite different, but you could obviously tell that it is Pyramid Head along with the helmet with a cool special helmet. Maybe it's not exactly like Pyramid Head's helmet, but something similar, you know. Now, number 5, you kind of get 2 skins in one. So it's like an alternate version, right? So you have Detective James, a noir style outfit with a trench coat and a fedora and tie, right? Imagine James as a classic 1940s detective searching for clues about Mary, right? Or you get a Douglas Cartland from Silent Hill 3 skin, where, you know, the Douglas Cartland, he's a detective, and the outfit he wears in that game, you'd also just switch over to that version, so you can just be Douglas Cartland, or you can just be a detective like James as a detective. Number 6 is Silent Hill Tourist James. Now, this is James if he were to just be a tourist. He would have a Hawaiian shirt with a camera, maybe a fanny pack and a map. You know, very ironic and humorous, right? Number 7 is a psychiatric patient. Now, this is James in a hospital gown with restraints and on his bare feet. This reflects James's mental unraveling or symbolic what if, you know? Number 8 would be Grieving Widower's James. Now, this would be a black funeral suit with bloody hands. And then the optional red rose or a red pocket square in his pocket. And then number 9 would be a Shiba Inu suit. You get the helmet, you know, the head of the Shiba Inu, but you just get the head, but you don't get the full suit. So it'd be nice if you had the full mascot costume inspired by the iconic dog ending. Number 10 is the James, Ghost James. He'd have pale skin, he'd have tattered, faded clothes, so his clothes would be extremely faded. It pretty much just be, he'd be wearing exactly what he does in the game, but his clothes would be extremely faded, extremely more tattered than, you know, they do get in the game. And he'd have very pale skin, and it'd just be a tragic, ghost-like appearance, almost like a haunting spirit stuck in Silent Hill. Number 11 is Harry Mason costume. This would be James dressed as Harry from Silent Hill 1. It'd be a full franchise homage. Now onto the Maria skins. Number 1 is the Nurse Maria. Now, she'd be wearing an outfit inspired by the hospital bobblehead nurses, right? It'd be creepy, seductive, but fitting for Silent Hill. And then number 2 is the classic Maria model from the OG Silent Hill 2, ripped straight out of that game and into Silent Hill 2 Remake. Number 3 is the Victorian Elegance. Now, this will be a beautiful lace-trimmed, flowing Victorian dress, right? And it'd be very, very beautiful, and it'd have some like a tragic, ghostly tone. She'd just stick out like a sore thumb. And I think that's beautiful. She'd just be this beautiful, clean, like gorgeous Victorian dress in this decrepit Silent Hill world. I just thought that'd be a fun contrast of a skin. Number 4 is the Mary copy skin. It'd be where Maria would dress just like Mary, except Maria would still have her blonde hair with her pink highlights, right? She still have the makeup and whatever she has on her face, but she'd just be wearing the clothes as Mary, right? Maria's hairstyle would be like Mary's, but Maria would still have her blonde hair with her pink highlights. And then number 5 is the Heather Mason skin, right? It'd be Maria dressed just like Heather from Silent Hill 3. Very last skin, number 6, the Sybil Bennett costume. It'd just be Sybil's outfit from Silent Hill 1, her police outfit. This would be perfect for Maria. She has blonde hair. Sybil has blonde hair. It'd just be a cool, fun. This would be awesome skins to have in the game if they were real. And then actually, I have one more. The original Maria outfit modernized. So this would be the outfit that you see in Silent Hill 2 Remake, where Maria grabs the outfit and it's her old outfit from Silent Hill 2, the OG one. And she goes, would this look good on me? Do I look good in this? Except she'd be actually wearing it. Another DLC that it could be is New Game Plus content. So in this New Game Plus, you'll have more classic weapon unlocked. They add back the great knife, a sword, pyramid heads, great knife, and the hyper spray. And then you just have new achievements and challenges before we get into those. So for the people who have not played Silent Hill 2 Remake, and it's their first playthrough, you'd have skins and costumes that don't spoil the game. And then once you beat the game and you're in New Game Plus, and these are only exclusive to New Game Plus, then you would have everything I just said. Then the achievements, some of these skins you need to unlock with achievements. So you'd have Blood on My Hands. To complete this challenge, you'd need to complete the game with the In Water ending, and you'd get the Grieving Widower skin. And then the Vacation Cut Short achievement. And the challenge is you have to examine every tourist pamphlet, sign, and info board in the town. You get the Tourist James skin. And then third, you'd have Through the Fog. And the challenge is to finish the game without ever using the in-game map. And you'd get the Ghostly James skin. The Photo Mode DLC. Now, of course, this is just a photo mode that they finally add into Silent Hill 2 with filters, frame tools and dynamic poses. And of course, maybe they can add in specific exclusive poses for different skins. But I would just love to see a photo mode added to Silent Hill 2 Remake because the game is beautiful and deserves to be taking pictures of. That's all the ideas I have for now. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to leave a like and a comment. Goodbye.